What is up YouTube, and welcome to this The Witcher Season 2 video. What a weekend for this to drop, as I am sure many of you are going out to check out Spider-Man No Way Home if you haven't already seen it, as it has dropped in the US today when I'm recording this on the 17th of December. You can check out the videos that we have made on Spidey's film on our channel, but let's talk about The Witcher. Now, The Witcher Season 2 follows on the many plot threads that we had from Season 1 and avoids a whole time weird craziness story and kind of makes it a bit linear, but moves the whole confusion laterally as we have many different stories. And I loved the joke about the song that Dandelion sings, or Jaskier sings, from the whole story of the first season. And the guy's like, yeah, it's a bit confusing with all the time and all that and the threads. Thought that was very self-aware there. But we move on, and the core story really is about Ciri of Sintra and her elder blood, as we see elves introduced this season, and the Wild Hunt, who looked so very cool. Now, after the Battle of Sodden Hill, the power players are reeling from Yennefer's final stand, as the mages are licking their wounds after narrowly stopping the Nilfgaard forces in the first northern battle here. Now, we also have Ciri take the Witcher to the spiritual home of, I apologise if I get the pronunciations wrong, I'm just a guy at a screen, at a microphone, asking you to, I'm going to move on. At the spiritual home of the witches, Kaer Morhen, to continue her training and protection by Geralt. And we see other witches. Yennefer and Fringilla are taken by the elves, while Fringilla strikes up an alliance with offering protection as the elves are hunted and persecuted. They are part of the elder races that arrived on the continent many years before the humans, who came later and ruined everything and took control of the land. For much of the season, we have the plotting and the scheming of Nilfgaard to find Ciri, while also manipulating the elves to join their cause, and Yennefer, Francesca, the leader of the elves, and Fringilla encounter what's known as the Deathless Mother. It's a take on the Baba Yaga myth, who can appear as a person or trio of women and is connected to that look of a chicken house we saw. It's a change from the games where we met the crones of Crookback Bog, but this Deathless Mother was sealed many years ago and uses Yennefer to get a hold of Ciri due to her powerful elder blood. She has also given Francesca the chance at a pure blood elf, and, well, Fringilla also has the resolve to help the White Flame, the Emperor. Of course, Ciri is the key to everything, as she is so incredibly powerful. She is able to affect monoliths, which link to other spheres or worlds, which is where the monsters come from in the final episode. She toppled a monolith using her primal scream, and all of this is the key to understanding the ending of the show, as she has elder blood, as we saw, with flowers sprouting near her blood, and her scream, which is immensely powerful and has natural magic. Now, as we found out, she's a descendant of Lara Doran, who had a child with Cregennan of Lod, a human mage who was taboo there, very taboo, and their love was forbidden. It was mentioned many times there throughout the show, foreshadowing her reveal of having elder blood and making her the only carrier known of it, and possibly the most powerful being on the continent, all descending from the starting of her lineage when Lara Doran gave birth to her great relative. Elder blood was used to create the first witches, but the prophecy explained, and when we saw this, we had Istrid, who was researching her, and he found out that Lara cursed humans, and here Ciri continues on the bloodline of an old lineage and is part of a prophecy and weapon to defeat the humans and usher in a new age of elf supremacy. This is why Istrid appears to the elves at the end of the season and will lead elves to search for her, I expect. However, Ciri was wanted by many people, and Season 2 shows her power in the hands of evil, as she is possessed to take out the witches in revenge by the Deathless Mother. Now, in the final episode, we see Ciri tap into her elder magic, transporting her and Geralt into another sphere, which is where we encounter the Wild Hunt. And here the King Eredin Break Glass speak. I've probably butchered that again, but hey. And we heard the Wild Hunt name spoken, which is seen as an omen of war and doom, and is based on the Germanic and British myth of a wild hunt. But in the books and games, they are from another world, but originally came from this one and arrive to take slaves to help their whole, evil empire, I guess. They come from the world ANL, and after the conjunction of the spheres, a multiverse collapse, they lost the ability to travel to different worlds en masse, severely diminishing their ability to get resources, and that's why they only appear like, ring wraiths or something. Ciri offers two powers in the books and the games. In the books, she can stop the white frost that threatens to wipe out the Wild Hunt world, and in the games, she can be the key to letting them travel the multiverse unhindered like the past. Now, the original king of their world, King Alberin, who Eredin would murder in the books, is the start of Ciri's bloodline, as Lara Dorren is his daughter. The Wild Hunt has been said by the showrunners to be the Thanos of the show, which makes sense as where the show ends, we haven't had the second Northern major war, and major moments involving Foltest haven't even happened yet. Everyone is after Ciri due to her secret, and the bloody Brotherhood of Sorcerers meet to discuss their plots, who are the major leaders of the major groups. Now, of course, here Ciri is saved at the end and no doubt will have further training from Yennefer, but the Wild Hunt are aware of her elder blood and will be chasing her. However, it was very cool to see the Wild Hunt in live action, but the biggest moment was seeing that gigantic twist at the end. The Emperor of Nilfgaard is finally revealed. After it's revealed, he actually ordered the elf baby to be killed, and Fringilla is taken away. However, in Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt, she is sought out to help defeat the Wild Hunt, and they do seem to be blending the bits and pieces from the books and the games. It turns out the Emperor is the father of Ciri, yes, the man that Geralt helped change from a beast to a normal person and gained his daughter using the Law of Surprise. And, he's supposed to be dead. But Geralt asked how Nilfgaard knew before anyone of her secret. Of course, he knew he was her father and wanted to keep Ciri's lineage a secret, as he said to her mother. So Geralt will once again have to keep Ciri safe from everyone, and now the Wild Hunt and the most powerful player on the continent, the Emperor, is, he's after his daughter. Overall, I did enjoy the season, even if it was a bit hard to follow in parts, and it could have done with a bit more condensed story, but I loved it once again, and once the story started flowing, it was really good. We get a post-credit scene showing the spin-off with Michelle Yeoh that will tell the story of the elves over like 1,000 years ago, way before then, around the time of the conjugation of the spheres, the multiverse event I mentioned earlier. But that is it for this video. Please drop a like down below. Do subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us. I hope you have a sick weekend. I'm off to play some Halo. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.